So good evening. I am Jan P. Bukad and I am a member of the scientist group, which we would be reporting our experiment about the textile fibers. And first of all, I would I would introduce my group mates. Uh, Vadilya Angelica May, Smandi Marian, Figueroa Harold, Gambok Jeremy, Lauyan Rexon, Makaseb Laika, Mateo Jacqueline, and Tiknag Evan Justin.
The objective of this experiment is to determine the microscopic characteristic of fibers. And second is to understand and apply the proper techniques used in the identification of fibers.
So for the materials, we used a compound microscope, glass slide, cover slip, standard natural fibers, cotton fiber, silk fiber, wool fiber, and standard man-made fibers.
So in the procedure, first, the microscopic test, place cotton fiber on a glass slide. Next, study under low power magnification of the compound microscope, the important physical characteristics of the fiber. Next, follow the same procedures for the other natural and man-made fibers. Last, record and illustrate your observations.
Another procedure is the burning test. First, ignite one end of a cotton fiber. Follow the same procedure for the other natural and man-made fibers, and record and illustrate your observations.
So next is staining test. Add a drop of each of the following reagent to each of natural fibers and man-made fibers. Next, million reagent. Third, iodine solution. Fourth, zinc chloride. 5, anthraquinone blue SWF. 6, peric acid. And lastly, record and illustrate your observation.
Next procedure is dissolution test. Add a sample of each of natural and man-made fibers in each of the tweak test tube containing 3 ml of the following solution. Next, 10% sodium hydroxide. Next, concentrated nitric acid. Next, 5% oxalic acid. And the last is record and illustrate your observations.
Okay, so for burning test, we use textile samples. Sample number 1, cotton balls. The odor of fume of it smells like burned hair or charred meat. The color of ash is black. The manner of burning is burns quickly and leaves a yellowish to orange afterglow when put out. Appearance of the burnt end ignites on the contact with flames, and the classification of fibers is natural. Next is sample number 2, nylon. Odor. Nylon smells like plastic when burnt, but can also produce a celery-like smell, and the color of ash is black. The manner of burning is it shrinks away from the flame and melts, burning slowly. The appearance of the burnt end is melt and shrinks away from the flame. It is classification of fibers is man-made fibers. Next is sample number 3, polyester. Smells like burning plastic, and the color of the ash is black. The manner of burning is shrinks away from the flame, and the appearance is sticky. Classification of fiber is synthetic fiber. The next sample is cotton or algodon. odor of fume. The odor of fume is smells like burning leaves and wood. The color of ash is black, and um, manner of burning is it burns quickly with bright flame. Appearance of the burnt end, it leaves no melted bead, and after burning, no sign of sin. Um, Classification of fiber is cellulose fiber. Last sample number 5, the silk. Um, man, the odor or fume is smells like burnt hair. The color of the ash is black. Manner of burning is sizzling and self-extinguishing. Appearance of burnt end, sticky, and classification of fiber is natural fiber. Okay, next.
So these are the documentation of our experiment, which is the textile sample reaction with the heat of the flame and the residue left. And those are the uh, documentation. And lastly,
So that's what we were reporting in our experiment regarding textile fiber. And last thing I will mention is our contribution as a group member to the experiment we did. So the maker of the PowerPoint presentation is Jeremy Gambok, Baudilia Angelica May, and Harold Figueroa. And the WPS is Rexon Lauyan, Ivan Justin Tignag, Jacqueline Jacqueline Mateo. The WPS they made is the one sent to the canvas. And last, the experiment on textile fiber is John Bukad, me, like Makashev, and Mary Ann Esmande. And that's all for our reporting this evening. So thank you very much for listening.